be a t-shirt or a light jersey with a long sleeves.
Come again?
This may as well be a t-shirt or it's a light jersey with a long sleeves.
So you can't recall well what is it that you were wearing?
Awukhumbuli ukuthi ugqokeni? Mawukwenzeka i-t-shirt noma i-jersey.
I-jersey light,
It's actually
jersey like a warm jersey, jersey light, but living long sleeve.
It's not a heavier material jersey. It's a light material jersey with a long sleeve.
Okay. And where does t-shirt feature then?
Is a t-shirt yona ingena kuphi?
I'm not t-shirt mawubhekile ngifake i-shirt, is-jersey light nama long sleeve. Ngifake i-one uyabona now.
There's no t-shirt there. You can see as well. I'm wearing a jersey with a long sleeves.
So you never had a t-shirt. There's just 3 seconds you've indicated that it could have been a t-shirt or a jersey.
Kukhona la kwewakhona ukuthi ngaba i-t-shirt noma emizuzwana nje ewu-3 ungagqoke i-t-shirt lapha.
Babumnise ngithi ngengqoke i-jersey, so it's a light jersey, i-jersey light kodwa liyi-long sleeve.
Mr. Mnisi, I'm saying that I was wearing a jersey with a light fabric or a light material
And the
that
trousers?
has got long sleeves. It was brown. Yeah, brown.
What make of the trouser was it?
Angisakhumbuli lidala kakhulu.
I cannot remember. It's an old or a worn out trouser. Uthi lidala kakhulu. Lidala kakhulu noma
Sekukudala
Okay.
kodwa li-brown ibhruku lakhona ngiyalikhumbula.
Now, it is not a worn out as such. It's actually, that is what the witness is now saying.
Yes.
This picture was taken a long time ago, but I remember that the color of the trouser was brown.
Somebody told this court that the person that is depicted, actually not the person that is depicted, but the photo, the person that is, whose image is half on that photo there, was wearing a corduroy. Do you still remember who that person was?
It's sort of a corduroy, it's sort of a corduroy, but I see corduroy 100%.
It is a trouser. It is sort of a corduroy.
Le stretchayo kulezi insuku zamanje kodwa wena ngasiyo no i-corduroy la skinny jean.
It was a stretchable one. Now recently, you know, it's not it's a corduroy. It's a stretchable one. But a skinny jean, not a skinny jean. It was a corduroy. It's a normal trouser, Mr. Mnisi. It's just a normal trouser.
My question was, somebody told this court that the person whose image is halfly depicted on that photo there was wearing a corduroy. Who is that person?
Yimi babumnise ngutshela ukuthi ngangigqoke ibhluke, it's a sort of a corduroy. Mawukhumbula kahle, angishongo ukuthi corduroy. This. Lona li corduroy kodwa stretcheka lona.
It is myself, Mr. Mnisi. I've said that it is sort of a corduroy trouser, and it is a stretchable one, even though it is not a skinny jean, but it is a trouser that is stretchable.
Now you remember that the person, the trouser that was worn by that person is now a corduroy.
Babumnise igqokwe yimi angithi.
Mr. Mnisi, I'm the one that was wearing it, isn't it?
Thank you. We're not running around in circle. I'm getting somewhere. Somebody just told this court 5 seconds ago that we can't remember the make of that trouser because this is a very long incident, or this incident took place a long time ago.
Khona umuntu watshela inkantolo khona la mhlawumbe emizuzwane nje ewu5 endlule ukuthi yena akasayikhumbuli ke leli bhluke ngoba esigameko senzeka ke dala.
Who is that person?
Ngubani lo muntu?
Utshela inkantolo.
Yes,
Yini?
thank you.
I'm the one, yes. The one who told the court, yes, I'm the one.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Mncube. Mr. Mncube says
Uthi ubaba Mncube,
that this was Mansizwane Kayile, and the trouser that he was wearing was a Brentwood trouser.
uthi ke uMansizwane Khanyile.
Yes.
Kanti ke le blue abegqokile ke iBlentwood.
Yayigqoka uMansizwane hayi mina ngithi.
It was Mansizwane that was wearing that, not myself.
Mr. Mncube says the person that is depicted there is Mansizwane Kayile, and he was wearing a Brentwood trouser.
Usho njalo baba Mncube ukuthi lo muntu ke ovela kulesi sithombe uMansizwana ke. Kanti ke ubegqoke iBlentwood.
And not a corduroy.
Hayi corduroy.
Wayengeke phela aqoke kokubili uMansizwane Khanyile.
He would not have worn two trousers at the same time.
Thank
That's
you.
Mansizwane Khanyile.
Thank you. And further on, the reason why he knows that that was a Brentwood trouser, Mansizwane Kayile was a person who was always in their company, so they knew his taste of clothing.
Ukuthi isizathu esenza ukuthi akwazi lokho ukuthi uMansizwane Khanyile umuntu behlale nabo futhi ke ubekwazi ukuthi ke istyle sakhe sokugcoka ke kuyistyle esinjani.
That you will not know that. So,
Lokho wena ngeke ukwazi.
Ngeke ngikwazi vele.
I wouldn't know that. Yes.
thank you. Further on, Mr. Mncube will say that the shirt or the top that is worn by Mr. Mansizwane Kayile there, it was a Lanscott t-shirt. I don't know what is it, but
That is
that
what?
was a Lanscott t-shirt.
Uthi Lanscott t-shirt.
Angithi sikhuluma ngoMansizwane.
Isn't it so that we're talking about Mansizwane? We're still talking about Mansizwane.
I'm talking about the gentleman that is in the picture there, who Mr. Mncube and some of these accused are saying that was Mr. Mansizwane Kayile.
Ngikhuluma ngayo lo muntu ke ovela kulesi sithombe okungukuthi laba mangalelwa lapha yana bathi nguMansizwane Khanyile ngikhuluma ngayo.
Yes. And he says the t-shirt, or what appears to be a t-shirt in that photo, it's a Lanscott t-shirt. And he knows it well because as a person who was always in their company, they knew his clothing taste or what kind of clothes he actually liked.
Leyo t-shirt ayigqokile ke i-Lanscott t-shirt ke uyazi ujwayele ke istyle sakhe sokugcoka ngoba uhlale nabo.
Uthe bonke ama-accused basho njalo ukuthi babe naye ngalelo langa egqoke lezo zinto.
Did you say that all the accused persons were with him at the time that he was wearing these clothing items?
I've said some of the accused, some
Yet,
come and say,
abanye babamangalelwa
they would confirm.
bazoqinisekisa.
Iy'mpahla kaMansizwane hayi zami.
They will confirm Nsizwane's clothing items, not mine.
Yes. Now finally, Mr. Zungu, I am putting it to you that indeed it is correct that you do not know who killed Sizwe. I mean Senzo Meyiwa.
He doesn't know.
You don't know who killed Senzo Meyiwa.
Ekugcineni ke ushuthi wena ke awazi ukuthi ngubani obulele uSenzo Meyiwa.
And thank you for your honesty in that regard.
Ngiyabonga ukuthembakala kwakho ke kulelo phuzu.
Ngiyabonga ngangingekho kaKhumalo vele.
Thank you. I wasn't at the Khumalo's house.
And I further put it to you that this whole hostel story is just a hogwash. It never happened.
We didn't object it first time around, but
Yeah,
it's not quite appropriate language. There's a different way of, extending
there's court
courtesy
language.
to the
There's
witness.
court language. We all know that.
I beg to differ, my lord.
Are you saying
We
there's no
can
court
get into
language?
it. Excuse me, my
Hogwash
lord.
and all that.
No, what I'm saying is we can go into a dictionary
No, we don't have to.
and understand what
Ah.
hogwash is. If the dictionary says it is not an appropriate language, then I'm going to withdraw it, my lord. But if the dictionary says hogwash means something that is not true or something that does not make sense, then I would not see any reason why I should withdraw the term hogwash.
Mr. Minister, let me just read you something which may be of interest to you. This is what was said by the SCA in the case of Take and Save Trading, CC and others,
Yes, my lord.
versus Standard Bank of South Africa Limited, 2004, 4 in brackets, SA, 1, SCA. It's a
Yes.
judgment of Harams,
Yes.
Scott, Cameron, Mtiane, and Conradi. It was delivered on this 16th of February 2004.
Yes, my lord.
This is what they say.
Yes.
Because it may seem that I'm interfering, like there are experts who know more now than I do.
Excuse
But
me,
this
my
is
lord.
what- Experts, self-appointed experts. But
Wait.
this is what the court says, which knows the law, the SCA.
I just want to follow the court's, what the court is saying. The court is saying there are experts
Yeah,
somewhere who seem to know more than the court.
who seem to know more than the court sometimes. Yeah, fine.
I'm not aware of that, man.
Is that so? Okay, fine.
Yes. Yes, madam. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
these judges, this is what they say.
Yes.
At the same time, a judge is not simply a silent umpire. They repeated what I quoted in that 1927 case of Hepworth.
The Hepworth.
Yeah, but this
Yes.
is now 5 judges. A judge is not a mere umpire to answer the question, how's that? This is what Lord Denning, the Registrar of the Rolls in England, once said.
Yes, madam.
Fairness of court proceedings
Yes.
requires of the trier to be actively involved in the management of the trial,
Yes, madam.
to control the proceedings, to ensure that public and private resources are not wasted,
Yes, madam.
to point out when evidence is irrelevant, and to refuse to listen to irrelevant evidence. A supine approach towards litigation by judicial officers is not justifiable either in terms of the fair trial requirement or in the context of resources. Of course, they further say a balancing act by the judicial officer is required because there is a thin dividing line between managing a trial and getting involved in the trial. So that's why sometimes I venture to ponder
Yes,
some
madam.
remarks.
Yes.
Yes. Not doing it because of I am doing it. The law says I must do it.
Yes, madam.
That's all I'm saying.
I think the last paragraph that the court has quoted, I think it sums it up all and pretty well, madam. So I'm not so sure whether then that also relates to me putting to this witness that the story, that the hostel story is a hogwash.
It relates to counsels in the courtroom.
As it is a court,
Okay.
madam. Yes. I'm putting it to you that your hostel story is It's just a fabrication that never happened.
ukuthi le ndaba yasehostel yinto nje oyiphekele yona akusi isigameko esenzeka into ozenzele yona ke kanye uzakhele yona
usho ukuthi yimi engizakhelele lo ukuthi baba engababona.
Is that what you mean, that I fabricated that I saw them there?
Amongst others, yes.
Kokunye ke yebo.
Unasiphi isiqiniseko salokho?
Which certainty do you have, or any proof?
Was it mina
Answer
ngamina?
questions. Hello, Mr. Zungu.
Lalela
Answer
ke
questions, please.
pendula umbuzo nje ba. Wena uphendula imbuzo. Yazwa ka?
Okay, ukuthi story ngizenzele sona. Ngiyakuphikisa lokho ukuthi story ngizenzele sona.
I dispute that. This is what I fabricated.
Thank you. My Lord, there's some information that accused number 3 has requested me to put on record. It's actually a memory stick of his cell phone. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a challenge with us receiving it, but we are working on it. This simply means that as and when we receive it, we will go through it, and it might necessitate me requesting an opportunity again, actually requesting indulgence from this court to further cross-examine this witness on the content of those memory sticks, should they appear to be relevant, my Lord.
Yes, Mr. Baloi?
As it please the court.
No problem.